Braavos. Braavos, also known as Braavos of the 100 Isles and the Secret City, and sometimes referred to as the bastard daughter of Valyria, is the wealthiest and likely the most powerful of the free cities. Braavos is situated on a vast archipelago within a lagoon and shielded by formidable fog and fortified seawalls. It is a city of canals and waterways, often drawing comparisons to Venice in its design. The Titan of Braavos, a colossal statue that serves both as a lighthouse and a defensive fortification, guards the entrance to the lagoon, symbolizing the city's might and independence. Braavos was founded by escaped slaves from Valyria, and this legacy of liberation is deeply embedded in its culture and institutions. The city is renowned for its wealth, largely amassed through trade, banking, and maritime activities. The Iron Bank of Braavos is one of the most influential financial institutions in the known world, lending money to kingdoms and noble houses across Westeros and Essos. This bank's motto, "The Iron Bank will have its due," reflects its relentless pursuit of debts owed, making it a formidable power in international politics. Braavos' economy is also bolstered by its formidable fleet, which dominates the narrow sea and protects its commercial interests. Braavos is a melting pot of cultures and peoples, with a diverse population that includes exiles, refugees, and immigrants from various parts of the world. This diversity is reflected in the city's architecture, cuisine, and customs. Among its most notable institutions are the House of Black and White, the Temple of the Faceless Men, a secretive guild of assassins who can change their appearance at will. Governed by the Sea Lord, who is elected by the key holders of the city, Braavos prides itself on its republican and meritocratic traditions. This political system ensures a degree of stability and continuity, as the Sea Lord typically serves for life. The city's liberal attitudes towards religion, trade, and governance stand in contrast to the more rigid and hierarchical structures of other free cities and kingdoms. Pentos, a major port located on the western coast of the Essos continent, at approximately the latitude of the Westerosi King's Landing. The city is surrounded by fertile lands, and its economy thrives on trade, particularly in grain, spices, and luxury goods. Unlike the watery maze of Braavos, Pentos features broad streets and grand plazas. Its architecture a blend of grandeur and practicality, reflecting its mercantile nature. The governance of Pentos is a unique blend of autocracy and oligarchy. It is nominally ruled by a prince, chosen from among the wealthiest and most influential families. However, this position is more ceremonial than absolute. The real power lies with the magisters, a council of rich and powerful merchants who manage the city's affairs. The prince serves at the pleasure of the magisters and can be deposed should he fail to serve their interests effectively. Pentos is known for its decadence and opulence, where pleasure and luxury are highly valued. The city's famous pleasure houses are renowned throughout the world, attracting visitors from across continents. The population of Pentos is a diverse mix of traders, craftsmen, and slaves, reflecting the city's cosmopolitan nature. Slavery, while officially outlawed, still persists in various forms, with many of the city's wealthy citizens owning indentured servants who live and work under conditions barely distinguishable from outright slavery. Lys is like the Las Vegas and Dubai of the Westeros world combined. Nestled on a cluster of islands in the Summer Sea, Lys boasts stunning landscapes, pristine beaches, and lush gardens. The city's architecture is elegant and refined, with marble villas, ornate spires, and expansive pleasure gardens. Economically, Lys thrives on its pleasure industry and the production of luxury goods. Lysan courtesans are famed for their beauty and sophistication, commanding high prices and attracting patrons from across the known world. The city also produces fine wines, perfumes, and other high-end products, bolstering its wealth and influence. Lys's strategic location for maritime trade further enhances this economic power. The governance of Lys is managed by the Council of Ten, an oligarchic body composed of the city's wealthiest families. This council ensures that the interests of the elite are prioritized, maintaining the city's prosperity and social hierarchy. While the elite live in opulence, enjoying a cosmopolitan and hedonistic lifestyle, there is a stark contrast between their wealth and the relative poverty of the lower classes. The blood of old Valyria still runs strong in this free city, and as such, many Lysani, even among the small folk, resemble the dragon lords of old. Myr, a free city located on the coast of the Sea of Mirth. This city is famous for producing exquisite textiles, fine lace, and intricate glasswork. The city's architecture reflects its wealth and craftsmanship, with grand buildings adorned with detailed carvings and decorations. Economically, Myr thrives on its trade in luxury goods and craftsmanship. The city's artisans are experts in various crafts, including weaving, glassmaking, and metalwork, producing items that are traded far and wide. Myr's strategic coastal location and excellent harbor facilities make it a hub for maritime trade. The city's wealth is also bolstered by its involvement in mercenary services, with the Myrish fighting men being highly respected. Governance in Myr is oligarchic, with power concentrated in the hands of wealthy merchant families and guilds. These influential groups control the city's economy and politics, ensuring that their interests are protected. The guilds, in particular, play a crucial role in regulating crafts and trade, maintaining high standards of production and safeguarding the city's reputation for quality. This governance structure creates a society where wealth and skill are highly valued. Culturally, Mir is a city that values art, knowledge, and innovation. Its city is also known for its vibrant intellectual life, with many scholars and artisans exchanging ideas and techniques. Tyrosh. Located on an island near the coast of the disputed lands, the Free City is famous for its dyed textiles and distinctive clothing. The city's architecture is equally colorful, with buildings painted in vivid hues that reflect its love for bright colors and ostentatious displays. Economically, Tyrosh's dyeing industry produces some of the most sought-after fabrics in the world. These textiles are traded far and wide. Tyrosh is also a major player in maritime trade, benefiting from its strategic location and excellent harbor facilities. The city also engages in the production of fine wines and spirits, further diversifying its economic base. Governance in Tyrosh is handled by an oligarchy of wealthy merchants and powerful guilds. The Archon, an elected official, serves as the head of state, but real power lies with the ruling elite who control the city's economic and political life. Culturally, Tyrosh is known for its extravagance and love of spectacle. Festivals, feasts, and public celebrations are common, often featuring elaborate costumes and performances. The city's residents take great pride in their appearance, favoring bright, bold clothing and elaborate hairstyles. Volantis, the oldest and proudest of the free cities of Essos. Located at the mouth of the Rhône River, Volantis boasts an imposing cityscape marked by massive walls and grand structures. The city is divided by the Long Bridge, a marvel of engineering that spans the Rhône and is lined with shops, homes, and temples. This division creates two distinct districts: the wealthy eastern side, home to the nobility and powerful, and the bustling western side, where commerce and trade thrive. Economically, Volantis is a powerhouse. Its strategic position along the Rhône and its proximity to the Summer Sea make it a crucial hub for trade and transportation. The city's wealth is further bolstered by its extensive slave trade, with the tiger and elephant factions of its nobility controlling vast numbers of slaves who work in various industries and households. This reliance on slavery carries much of Volantis' economic activity, from agriculture to manufacturing. Volantis' governance is a blend of tradition and power. The city is ruled by the Triarchs, 3 elected officials who serve one-year terms. These Triarchs represent the 2 dominant political factions: the Tigers, who favor a strong militaristic state, and the Elephants, who advocate for trade and economic prosperity. The elections, held every year, are often contentious and can lead to significant political maneuvering and intrigue. Culturally, Volantis is a city of contrasts. It clings to its Valyrian heritage, with the old blood of Valyria holding a significant place in its society. The city's architecture and public life reflect this legacy, with grand temples, including the Temple of the Lord of Light, playing central roles. Volantis is also marked by its social stratification, where the free citizens enjoy considerable rights and privileges, while slaves live under strict and often brutal conditions. Norvos. Located on a high plateau above the River Qohor, Norvos is a fortified city with imposing walls and a rugged mountainous terrain. Its isolated location and defensive architecture reflect a society that values security and religious devotion. Economically, Norvos is known for its production of high-quality goods, particularly its fine tapestries and weapons. The city's blacksmiths are renowned for their craftsmanship, producing some of the best arms and armor in the world. Norvos also benefits from trade along the Qohor River, though its remote location makes it less dependent on maritime commerce compared to other free cities. The city's economy is very self-sufficient. Governance in Norvos is heavily influenced by its religious institutions. The city is ruled by a council of magisters, but true power lies with the bearded priests, who oversee religious and civil matters. These priests reside in the Great Temple, which dominates the cityscape and serves as the center of Norvosian life. The bearded priests enforce strict codes of conduct and maintain control over various aspects of society, including the formidable warrior monks who serve as the city's protectors and enforcers. Culturally, Norvos is characterized by its piety and austerity. The city's inhabitants are deeply religious, with daily life revolving around the rituals and decrees of the bearded priests. Norvosian society is conservative and disciplined, valuing hard work, obedience, and spiritual devotion. Qohor, a free city renowned for its skilled blacksmiths and mystical reputation. Nestled in the dense forest of the same name, Qohor is steeped in mystery and isolation. The dark, ancient woods that surround the city give it an air of secrecy and magic, and its architecture reflects this with tall, shadowy buildings that seem to blend into the forest. Economically, Qohor thrives on its exceptional metalwork. The city's blacksmiths are famed for their ability to reforge Valyrian steel, a skill long lost to most of the world. This rare ability makes Qohor a critical player in the trade of high-quality weapons and armor. In addition to its renowned metalwork, Qohor's economy is further supported by trade in exotic woods, furs, and other forest products. Governance in Qohor is led by a council of magisters, but much of the city's true influence lies with the priesthood of the Black Goat, Qohor's chief deity. The Black Goat's priests demand regular blood sacrifices, including daily animal offerings and more significant human sacrifices during times of crisis. Culturally, Qohor is a city of rigorous craftsmanship with dark mysticism. The people of Qohor are deeply religious, adhering to the strict and often grim rites of the Black Goat. This devotion influences every aspect of life, from public rituals to personal conduct. Lorath, one of the lesser-known free cities of Essos, is characterized by its mysterious and somewhat insular nature. Located on the northern coast of the continent, Lorath is a relatively small city, with a somewhat enigmatic reputation. It is surrounded by a rugged coastline and dense forests, which contribute to its isolated and secluded atmosphere. Economically, Lorath is not as prominent as some of the other free cities. It relies primarily on fishing and trade in local goods, with its economy focused on maritime and forest products. The city is known for its production of high-quality timber and rare herbs, which are traded along the coast and beyond. Governance in Lorath is somewhat ambiguous, with less information available about its political structure compared to other free cities. It is suggested that Lorath operates under a loose form of oligarchic rule, with local families or merchants holding influence over the city's affairs. Culturally, Lorath is a city with a rich but enigmatic heritage. It is less cosmopolitan than many of its counterparts, with a more insular and traditional society. The people of Lorath are known for their deep-seated customs and a certain air of reserve. The city's cultural practices and traditions are less well known to outsiders, adding to its mystique.